Hey, what's up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Now, you may have noticed that I don't have my original intro playing along with the music. That is due to the fact that I am actually having a new intro along with a new logo made for the channel. I just felt it was time to upgrade. Now, I know some of you may not be happy about this because a lot of you love the intro music, and I promise it will be back. However, I like to get to videos quicker. With this intro, we can get right to it. That way you guys don't have to sit through a 20 or 30-second intro, and we can just get right to the video. So today I want you guys to check out some new UFO footage, as well as to talk about a little bit the COVID-19 virus and some of the theories going on around the internet as to where it had originated, whether it's natural or whether it is man-made. But first, let's check out some really cool UFO footage. Now, I realize I have a lot to catch up on, so forgive me if you've already seen some of this, but we will catch up. And I'm just extremely happy to be back running the channel. So spread the word, Secure Team is back. And with that, I want to start out with our first piece of UFO footage. This coming from the YouTube channel Jean-Michel Tanak, wherein which it would appear that we, through a telescope, a very high-powered telescope, capture multiple UFOs passing by our moon very close to the surface, because you'll notice that whatever these objects are, you can actually see the shadows from the objects being cast down onto the surface of the moon. And it's no secret that the moon is one of my favorite topics of this channel ever since I started it. The moon and its very mysteries, the fact that it is shrouded in strange UFO sightings, happenings, what have you. And so this is a very exciting video to show you guys, because I believe the moon definitely holds many secrets. And so without further ado, here is that footage of multiple objects passing over the moon, casting shadows down on the surface, and I assure you they are not one of ours. So check this out. Okay, so once again here, I'm going to play this in slow motion, just so you can see once again the multiple objects, it would appear, passing by the moon and finally disappearing beyond its horizon line into the shadow. Okay, so very, very interesting footage. If you go back and check my channel, or if you go to my channel and just search moon, you will find endless amounts of videos where I show you these artificial bases on the moon, as well as the UFOs seen through telescopes flying over the moon, as well as satellite imagery coming from NASA itself, capturing these unknown objects sitting on the moon, sitting above the moon, flying across it. So be sure to check that out and tell me what you think about this footage. It definitely looks like we have multiple objects, possibly cylindrical in shape, passing over the moon, just like we have seen many, many times in the past. So with that, let's move on to our next piece of UFO footage. This time captured by someone who is monitoring the 24/7 live feed of the International Space Station. As many of you know, the International Space Station has multiple cameras on it, and there's a live feed that you can check, you can watch every day. It doesn't matter what time of day. And we have captured some very, very mysterious and unexplained things via these cameras on the International Space Station orbiting Earth. And so here we have a new piece of footage where someone has spotted what looks like an object sitting above Earth, reflecting light from the sun as the International Space Station videos roll. So check this out. Okay, so definitely looks like an object sitting amidst this large cloud covering. I mean, it's just nothing but cloud covering, but clouds reflect light in a different way. And when you have something such as a metallic object or something of that nature, they reflect light a very different way. So it appears that sitting in the clouds here, we have something that is reflecting sunlight in a very different way than the surrounding cloud covering. Almost looks like something metallic, reflecting light back towards the camera. And again, we have shown many pieces of video on this channel, courtesy of NASA themselves, of strange and mysterious unknown objects hovering above the Earth, zooming up and down through the atmosphere, and yes, just like this, sometimes just sitting within the atmosphere, just above the Earth, moving along with the clouds. So tell me what you think about this. Now, next we have a very interesting piece of UFO footage that comes from Cerro de San Felipe, which is in Mexico, of a very, very strange object. I can't figure out what it is. Could it be balloons? Could it be something man-made? I have no idea. But it looks to fly through the sky, land down into the mountaintops, and then take off again. And this was posted by Hikuri2 of what he called an alien sighting. And this is a little bit longer of a video, but trust me, it is well worth the watch. Very strange object. I would think if it was a balloon or something of that nature, it would just continue floating through the sky. But this thing looks as if it lands and then goes back up, and well, here is that footage.
Yo pienso que si hubiera sido un globo ya se hubiera atorado por ahí. Ahí ya se detuvo.
All right, so tell me what you guys think. I think that video was pretty self-explanatory. What do you think? Was it something natural? Was it a balloon? I have no idea, but Mexico is a major hub of UFO activity, so put your opinions down below. And lastly today, I'd like to briefly touch on the COVID-19 virus. Now, I'm sure you guys are totally sick of hearing about this virus. I know I am. Tired of being on lockdown. Wish we could just get back to our normal lives, but there have been a lot of theories, and I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about this virus. Now, some people believe that it just came about naturally, just like many of the other viruses out there. However, there are a large group of growing people that believe that this virus was man-made, actually constructed in a lab in order to possibly weaken America and its infrastructure. And there have been articles out there that have stated that, hey, there is growing evidence that this virus, which started in Wuhan, China, is showing signs of being man-made. Now, there is another theory out there, which is that it is not the virus that is causing so much destruction, but rather the implementation of 5G, which, if you don't know, basically, you have cell phones with 3G, 4G, and then the newest big one is 5G. And some have said there have been studies out there that show that 5G can be very harmful to your health. And to further that claim, many have stated that Wuhan, China, the place that is said to have originated the COVID-19 virus, was actually one of the first places that 5G towers were actually being installed and implemented, and that is when the sicknesses started. So, at this point, obviously it's just speculation. We don't really know whether it was man-made or it came about naturally. But what we do know is that it's a very complex virus, and the way it acts within the human body, some would say, seems very engineered. We have no immunity to it, we have no vaccine for it, and the way it came about so quickly and spread so quickly, a lot of people, and that's natural, believe that it was man-made and released out into the public. Now, I have no idea. Again, it's still too early, and a lot of it is speculation. Some believe it has something to do with 5G. Others believe it was released on purpose to weaken the United States infrastructure. Others believe it naturally came about just like many other viruses. So I will continue to follow the COVID-19 virus. As videos go on, I will take in your opinions. I will continue researching it. It's still too early. We just don't have enough data yet to know exactly how this virus came about. So I ask that you stick here with the channel. If there's anything, any kind of theory or new information that is contradictory or contrary to what the mainstream media is posting, you can bet that you will find it on Secure Team. So I ask that you subscribe, click that notification bell, and check back daily to the channel for new videos. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and we will see where this takes us. So again, guys, I just want to say thank you for being so patient. I'm really happy to be back. Please continue sending in your UFO footage to the email links down in the video description. I know I've always said this as the ending of my tagline, but it could never be more important than it is now, which is that I want you guys to stay safe, stay at home and stay tuned for more videos from Secure Team. I love you guys, and I will see you all back in just a bit.